Hello again, boys and girls. Here we are, Realm of the Mad God. Now, Harry has already uploaded a video of this, but video I'm making. I'm going to call it my all-inclusive super ultimate guide to Oryx's land. I'm going to think of something shorter. Let's get started. Realm of the Mad God is a dual stick massive multiplayer online shooter game with RPG elements. Now, it's made by Wild Shadow Games, and there are 13 classes. There are magic classes, heavy classes, and light classes. Light classes use light armor, heavy classes use heavy armor. Magic classes focus on their ability, which we will delve deeper into later. The classes are Rogue, which can turn invisible, Archer, which can shoot a superpowered arrow, Wizard, which has an area of effect attack, Priest, which heals a group, Warrior, which boosts a group, and those are the basic ones we're going to cover in this video. Let's get started. Now, Realm of the Mad God is downloadable as a free-to-play game on Steam. You hit play, you can delete that, and you make a new character. The character you will start out with is the Wizard, so we'll go into him first. Wizard has his little pointy hat and his staff, looks a little bit like Gandalf. You move with the WASD keys, aim with the mouse, shoot, hold down to shoot. Let's go into this realm. Now there are multiple realms, each of them have tons and tons of monsters. So now what we're going to want to do is stay on the beach. It has RPG elements in the fact that you get healed. Someone wants to trade with me. He's giving me a staff. See, some people are very nice in that way where they will give you free items. Now normally that wouldn't happen, and this is what you would have to do. You would have to shoot stuff with your staff or sword. Now magic classes have the highest range of all the classes, heavy classes have the shortest, and light classes have middle. There are a variety of different items, but each character has 4 spaces. Your weapon space, your ability space, your armor space, and your ring space. Armor gives you defense, and in the light classes, dexterity and speed. Heavy classes, a little bit more vitality. I think some armor has a chance to give you. And in these sorts of classes, it gives you wisdom. As you can see, I don't have any armor at the moment, so we'll go around shooting stuff. As you can see, there are all kinds of different enemies in this game, and all of them shoot back at you. So this game kind of turns into a bit of a dodge fest as you try to dodge what they're shooting at you while hitting your own hits. Now let's test out the Wizard's special power in a secluded environment. Over here, if we use spacebar, wherever our mouse is, the Wizard will do his thing. Or you can shift, click, and it'll do the thing wherever your mouse is. Now, pretty much, the Wizard is a really good class in the Godlands because there are a lot of gods, and you want to do a lot of damage to all those gods, but as you can see, the most you can ever hit is 2 enemies at once, which is also a little complicated. Here we have a new spell. These spells or abilities, or what you will, cost mana. See, that one costs 30, this one costs 40. I'm going to take that so that guy doesn't snag it off us. It also shows how much damage they do and their range. That's like, for him, how far out it goes. That one goes much further out. Well, actually it goes the same distance out, but it does much, much, much more damage. Almost twice as much damage. It also costs only 10 more mana, so that's a bonus. Now, here we're going to look at robes. Robes have different things to them. This robe gives you defense and wisdom. Some higher level robes give you a fame bonus. Fame we'll go into once we get to a higher level. You pretty much go around. This area in the beginning killing stuff. This is a special area or a dungeon. It can be dropped by certain enemies and bosses later on in the game. A little bit more on the wizard. It has incredibly high range, and the average health he starts out with 100 health. The average health he has at level 20 is 575. So that's not as much as some of the heavy classes, but it's good for a class that has long range. He starts out with 100 magic points and doing 12 damage a hit normally. Now his speed is relatively low compared to some of the other ones. Now, the wizard has many different sorts of staffs that can do many sorts of different things. Some staffs shoot 3 bolts, some staffs shoot 1 bolt, but do so much more damage. As you can see, this staff shoots kind of a spirally bolt. Now, I'm going to get to level 20 and fast forward through that, and then we'll go deeper into stuff once I'm a higher level. See you on the other side. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you take too much damage and fall at the hands of an enemy. This is a permadeath game, so no respawning. Let's go to another class. The priest would be the next class you would unlock. Priest is one of my personal favorite classes, as it can heal itself. The priest starts out with the wand, which shoots one fairly large bullet and has a good range, not quite as good as the wizards, but still good. The priest's ability is a heal, which heals in an area, as you can see there. This would heal all your friends and allies as well. The priest has quite long range, and with most of the wizard staffs except for a few, has longer range. Now, since this is a starting priest, he didn't have as much range as my wizard, but still, there is no ring difference in between the classes, except for what each class benefits from each skill grant. What the different skills do is as follows. Attack increases your attack, pretty self-explanatory. Speed increases your speed, also self-explanatory. Vitality increases the rate at which your health regenerates. Defense decreases the damage taken. Dexterity increases the speed you attack at. And Wisdom, which is incredibly good for all the magic classes, the rate at which your magic recharges. This is your MP, or mana points, or magicka if you're an Elder Scrolls fan, or whatever you want to call it. That's what powers all your abilities, and Wisdom is a must-have for all classes, especially the magic classes. Just killing enemies is fun and all, but there's other stuff to do in this game. There's huge trade thing going on, almost as complex as the thing in TF2, with certain things being worth certain amounts and then other things being worth other amounts, and it's all a jumbled mess. But most starting players don't have to worry about that because they don't have the items to buy the good tools. Now, let's head on over to the God Realm so we can get ourselves killed and proceed to a different enemy. Now, the God Realm is, well, pretty self-explanatory, the place where you die, because there's lots of scary stuff, and death, and stuff that hits for lots and lots and lots and lots of health. Heal them all. That is something you can do. You can heal all your friends, and even low-level healers are incredibly useful in the God Realm, unless your entire party is dying, or if your party is all low level, because then you will die, and then you're not very useful. As you can see there, we have just passed on to the great beyond, or whatever you believe in. Now, Warrior. Warrior is a good class. I don't really like him. I don't like any of the heavy classes. They're slow and have really low range. The Warrior, he's useful in a group. He boosts all group members' attack, and he boosts his own speed as well, so that's kind of nice if you want to get somewhere fast, but I really don't want to delve deeply into this character. I don't like him. So, yeah, to the God Realm. I can't give you HP, I'm not a priest. Oh look, we died. I didn't see that one coming. Okay, let's see what's next on our agenda. We've quite a few to cover in this video, and by quite a few, I mean 2 more, them being the Rogue and the Archer. Archer may be my favorite class because he's fast and has reasonably high range. His ability shoots one really powerful arrow, and it's pretty awesome. You can get all sorts of upgrades for his bow, going from double arrows to bigger arrows, and just it's 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 awesome. It's my favorite class. Yeah. Let's go into. Let's see something. No, I didn't. God realms, so we can. Oh look, I killed a god. Wow. See, these guys hurt. These gods, they hurt a lot. Doing 1 damage to him. Can I fell the great tree god? Only time will tell. And of course, I cannot. Our final class on today's video, the old Roguekins. Let's see this guy. He is quite a fast class, and in my opinion, he's kind of selfish. He has medium range, better than most of the heavy classes, but still fairly short. Oh look, lots of enemies. Let's turn invisible. They can't see me, but I can still see them and hit them. That's kind of useful, and the upgraded ones are really useful in the Godlands. This class is... really don't know what to say about this class. He's kind of... I have mixed feelings about him. But that's all the time we have in today's video. So, I'll see you next time. Right after we get horribly mutilated in the God Realms. One last thing I want to say about the priest. He still can take damage. So when he's invisible, don't think you're impervious to damage, because you're not. You'll die if you're not vigilant. Constant vigilance is necessary. So yeah, that's been my RotMG epic awesome game. See ya!